34 to 61 overnight, and I was so happy because I don't know how I got those subs.
So what about Griffix? Apparently she came after us, but I swear she was there before me. He said that she wasn't there before me.
No, she wasn't.
And Omegon snuck us online before we even realized.
I'm a sneaky fuck. I can't do intros. I'm shit at them. Okay, I accept this.
So just start mid-conversation so that we can confuse the audience.
My very first stream, I started with the words, I believe Charming Man sucks dick. That's my very first stream, very first words.
Really? Was it?
Yeah. You can go check that if you like.
It could be worse. I'm not sure.
I think it was with Magnus as well, by the way. Just saying.
I don't remember. I kind of vaguely have an impression that maybe, I don't know.
I was very nervous and it just came out okay. No.
That's what most people did. I think that line's what most people say in a haunted house, though, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was nervous. It just kind of came out.
Yeah.
Devil's Advocate.
With Undoom.
Go on.
Sorry, go on. No, it's fine.
Devil's Advocate. I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's going to do an outro for me. He just offered for free.
He did my intro and outro as a gift. So the videos themselves, he did. The audio I came up with for the intro, and the outro Satirician came up with. But Undoom, at the time he did the when I joined the B-list, and he had like you because I invited you, didn't I? Yeah, I think it was me.
You or Spino, I can't remember.
Yeah, and he just sorted out the collaboration video with the Atheist Gamer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, but this collaboration, I liked Tag back then because I liked the avatar. I thought that was cool. I really did. And this is coming from somebody who at the time, back then, I'd only just started moving towards an avatar because I had... originally, I used this ball of energy thing that was generated by FreeMake Video Converter when I converted an MP3 file to MP4. Then I chose an Alpha Legion thing, and then I went with the Cthulhu thing because, I was bored.
I only got the Black Knight because I needed to find... Oh, there's an echo. There's an echo here. I don't know who it is.
Oh, is there? Sorry. It's probably me.
I think it's occasionally coming from Omegon's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll put some earphones in.
Come on, you're professional.
I'll mute while I do it.
Professional.
Anyway. Anyway, so I only got this Black Knight avatar. Well, this isn't my first one. I found this on Google. All the ones I found on Google, I got found by someone I know in real life because I wasn't on camera, but I showed my face, kind of like somebody called Pluto Coffins. He does that. And she by chance found a video I did on Fergus Urquhart, who's from Obsidian Entertainment. He did Pillars of Eternity, and he removed that poem, which was trans-misogynistic, which it wasn't. So that's actually the first use of that word that I can remember. So she found it. She didn't like me.
I have to thank Taco Salad. He just made my entire day.
And this is worth interrupting me, right?
Yes, it is.
So anyway,
amazing.
So she found me, and she told me to change my opinion.
Did she really?
Yeah, I'm not even lying.
Wow. By the way, am I echoing now?
No,
you're good. Wait, she said, "Had you change your what now?"
Change my opinion.
For what? Of what?
Of the game. I said that the guys shouldn't have removed the poem. I thought they should have, in fact, made something even worse or something.
Okay, and which game is this? I don't know if you mentioned the name or not.
I did. Pillars of Eternity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I missed that. I was laughing too hard at the post I was looking at.
So I said no, and then that was it. And I realized, well, I need to stop her from watching my stuff or seeing anybody else finding me. So I just thought, well, what can I use? Black Knight. Fuck it. There we go.
Yeah,
Copyright.
I show my face, but I'm lucky enough that there's only one of my friends who's aware, or two of my friends who are aware of my channel, and both of them, one doesn't really watch it as much, and the other one semi-agrees with me. So, otherwise I've kept my channel away from friends and family.
One of my
I go on. Sorry, go on.
After you.
Okay, fine. Well, okay, so I didn't tell any of my friends until end of last year, roughly around that time, because I don't know. I just managed to luck out. Nobody really knew or went on YouTube because they all had what they called lives. I think that's bullshit. I think they
What
spent
is a
far
live?
too much time
Real
fiddling with the bows
lives?
and arrows. Yeah, no.
What are
And
those?
the only friend near me that made that knew at that point would have been Mim Headroom, because he studies in Canterbury. So I kind of lucked out, to be honest.
Well, the pool of people who know me in real life that know I have a YouTube channel seems to be shrinking every time I turn around, but they're going to have to quit because I'm running out of places to hide the bodies.
So, Magnet, I need to ask you: are you a metalhead by any chance?
Yes.
Oh, how is he not?
You didn't know?
He could be a biker. You don't know.
He does spend a lot. He does send a lot of music my way that I've never heard of.
Oh, what like?
I honestly can't even remember.
Go on,
any of it.
Magnus. Tell me. I might know some of them.
Well, let's see. I think I sent you a couple of songs by Accept.
I know
Deadly
Accept.
Sinners from 3 Inches of Blood. Trying to remember because I've sent songs to so many people, and it's like, which one specifically have I sent to Omegon?
Really? I think a lot of them were. Oh God, nope, I can't remember. Fuck it. All I know is earlier on,
I think I sent a few of Iced Earth to you, didn't I?
I got
I know,
Accept.
probably.
I actually have some Accepts on my computer.
I know that when you joined this call earlier, I was listening to Dragon Force. That's it. I'm sorry.
And they're a bit of a laughing stock in the metal community. I seem to remember them being a bit.
They do fantasy speed metal. It's all fantasy lyric based now, which is kind of
Power
a niche
metal,
for them. Yeah, and I think it works for them and their musical style.
I don't see why people.
Because
hang on though, I don't see why people would make fun of them. I mean, for fuck's sakes, hair metal was a thing back in the 80s.
Well, I think it wasn't so much that. It was more because, and they had a reputation before the original singer left. They were never in tune. Their instruments were always out of tune. They were poorly. Their setups were terrible. But when they got the new singer, they started to take it seriously. And I've seen them twice now, 3 times now. Three. And yeah, I've seen the improvement. It's brilliant.
Well,
a much better show than they once did.
In my childhood back in the 80s, I was quite sexually confused because I was trying to figure out why the chicks on all those heavy metal posters didn't have titties.
So why did they do that back with glam metal? Is it the same reason why David Bowie did it as well when he was glam rock? Is it the same reason?
Honestly, I think. Well, I mean, like Judas Priest got started in the 70s, and they were one of the pioneering bands.
Amazing.
But one of the first metal videos of theirs that I ever saw, they were wearing like hot pink shirts and bell bottoms, and it's like that's not heavy metal. And then,
it was metal in this. Yeah, it's metal in the 70s, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but then Rob Halford, being gay and one of his friends was into the whole leather scene. That's how the look got started. You know, and then you see him singing Hellbent for Leather, and I'm like, I can see why.
You know, he didn't write that one. It was Glenn Tipton who wrote that one.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, seeing him singing it and wearing the the get up, you know, it was like, I get it.
Yeah, but people at the time didn't get it. It went over their heads somehow.
It's like Freddie Mercury. A lot of people didn't get that either.
And now now one of his songs is a sports anthem, even though it's supposed to be a gay anthem.
Yep.
I don't think so. I think
sports
it's just for crowds.
Sports are kind of gay anyway, so. And you never, ever fucking hear "We Are the Champions" unless it follows "We Will Rock You."
The best version of "We Are the Champions" I heard was Jenson Button when he won the Formula One. It was over the microphone in his head, in his helmet, and it was the most out of tune, out of breath thing I'd ever heard. It was beautiful.
Was that when he won the Hungarian one?
Brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It was when he was in 2009 when he was a part of a new team called Braun GP before it became Mercedes eventually, and that was fucking awesome, especially for Jenson Button, who most regarded as the British racing driver equivalent to Tim Henman, the perpetual disappointment of tennis.
The thing is, he has actually won Grand Prix. His best race was the one in Hungary where he did it in the rain and absolutely battered everybody. It was amazing.
True, but much like Tim Henman, he hadn't won that that major, that world title, that career-defining thing, and then he did. And congratulations.
But he was never shit. I don't think he was ever shit though. He just wasn't good enough. If you know what I mean, like there were worse drivers. He's never ever finished last, as far as I'm aware.
Well, he may have done in Honda BAR.
Maybe
they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
that was not just a bad car. That was like one of the worst cars ever.
I think he was a really good partner for Lewis though, because he didn't cause any drama like the other two, like Alonso and.
Because he was making several million a year.
True, yeah. But seriously though, I think he was the best partner because they never got in the way of each other. Like
segregation. See, it was happening in Formula One. See, everyone. It's very progressive.
Actually, Lewis is mixed race, so it's not really segregation.
Oh, I don't know. He might just be the right kind of black to fit in at places like Hartford or something.
He's our best racer ever, isn't he? He's the best British racing car driver of all time. Crazy.
Is he really?
Oh, he has to be. He's equaled so many records. Like he's equaled. Who's the other one who Schumacher crashed into on purpose? David
Coulthard?
No. Earlier than that, 90s.
Damon Hill?
I think it was Hill. Might have been Hill. He equaled some record, and then he's equaled Senna's record now or something. It's like ridiculous.
I think pretty cool. I think you guys lost the plot with me and Ren.
Sorry. Let's talk about something we actually know something about. I don't know.
I know a lot about masturbation.
No. Last 2 years of YouTube, I don't want to. If this is about like my last 2 years on YouTube, which is the first 2 years on YouTube, I don't want to know how many times you cracked one off.
Yeah,
what's your favorite drama?
I can't count that.
Yeah,
what's your favorite drama? Holy shit!
My favorite.
Sorry.
He went quiet for a second.
Okay. Well, I think he asked what my favorite drama was, and I'm not going to say YouTube drama.
Come on, YouTube drama. Come on.
Oh, come on. Okay,
my favorite's Twitter drama.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second, right? Think about the last 2 years, right, where you, Charm, you've been balls deep in this stuff, right? You've done videos on so many different little YouTube drama things like
on Twitter,
Jenny McDup cunt, laughing witch. Armored Red Gate.
Balls deep.
Balls deep.
Oh yeah.
You've done videos. I got so many views off these things as well.
Well, I pick the right ones.
Balls deep.
I get balls deep in the ones that are of public interest.
The drama is ridiculous. I think didn't you talk about some of the Spino shit as well?
Only because I was kind of directly affected in some way.
There's been a fair amount of it, and obviously he's been involved in quite a lot of Twitter fights, which amuses the fuck out of me because I just don't get how anyone can have a fight on Twitter. It's just you know what I do? I spend my entire time linking videos or telling people I'm going to fuck them. That's about it.
Oh yeah, Carlos David, who kindly donated £20. He said that I'm the dirty digger. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Carlos. That's amazing. I'm not very good at saying thank you. That's the best you get.
He's trying to troll me. Like I've never been balls deep in anyone. Just ask Jenny. She her channel is still feeling the effects right now.
Oh, I love right. Okay, so Cognitive Thought in the chat, right? He mentions not doing bad. Just ate the worst pizza ever and filmed it. Now this is because in a stream he and I did, he agreed if people donated, he would eat a pineapple pizza, and then people donated more to put additional toppings on top. Someone did in fact donate and let him choose, and he's just recorded the pineapple pizza thing, which I believe also had to have anchovies and a topping of his choice. I believe it did, but if he didn't, that's fine because I can't remember the exact toppings. But I can't wait to see Cognitive Dissonance eat this pineapple pizza.
Who called him that originally? Was it
did.
Robin? Teal'c. I thought Robin called him that originally.
It may have been him as well, but Teal'c did it in his response to him, which amused me so much.
Cognitive dissonance doesn't get satire.
Oh, that was amazing as well. I like watching that. I got name dropped, so I was happy.
Who by?
Teal Deer. He mentioned other channels that use animal avatars, and I've got his little video. And I was going to do like a. I was Omegon, he said, and I was going to do a spoof, like getting really indignant about him associating me, a Cthulhukin, with animal avatars. But I never got around to it.
You're a demigod, right?
I'm a demigod. I'm the bastard child of Cthulhu. Fuck it. And that girl, shut the fuck up. Pineapple Pizza is disgusting.
Frog.
Fight me, fam. Fight me.
Bloody frog.
She has a problem with the French, doesn't she?
Yeah, and it's funny because she's named after a frog meme. So
well, everybody has a problem with the French.
I have absolutely no problem with them. Okay, I look out of my window and I now see more white flags than ever. Okay, they are begging for help. No, I'm kidding. I don't give a fuck about the French. Hang on, I'm just gonna close the curtain. There you go. No, I can't see them.
I got
she will fight you, Omegon. She will fight you.
I will fight you, and then we will hate fuck.
Dun, dun, dun.
And you will make that girl, that boy memes at her.
Damn right.
Here, that girl.
Why wouldn't I?
Ren, I have to use your DM for this just because I'm trying to figure out how to transfer it from the phone to the computer.
All right.
Somebody finally did it, and it is worth it. Might be.
What's going on?
To be seen. This tweet is one of the greatest tweets I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Oh god, that is good.
Seen it already.
I'm not a huge fan of Vaden, but Aquabial.
I've seen that already. It's an old joke. Old joke. Seen it before.
Have you seen the video? One of his little bitches. Jesse something is running for mayor of Florida or something, or St. Petersburg in Florida. The one with the beard. The prime cuck.
Yeah.
Why are all these fuck-offs running for office all of a sudden? Brianna Wu and now whatever that thing's name was.
Is it bad? I want Brianna Wu to get far enough where we start getting more campaign ads. Like, I want Brianna Wu campaign ads so badly.
I want her to talk about harassment so much more.
Well, the only reason we all want this to be a thing is because we know that will be a lolcow for the ages.
Oh, yeah.
And we will be able to milk it for eternity.
Can you imagine her in Congress? It would be the funniest shit ever. And it'd be like if this cuck becomes mayor of St. Petersburg, he's running on his platform. Entire platform is I want to give black people reparations for being black.
Well, I just want to sit in on the Congress sessions where Brianna Wu's there, and you hear repeatedly all throughout the session, Miss Wu, it doesn't work that way.
I think if Brianna Wu gets into Congress, right, and she will try to filibuster something. Just anything.
Oh, God.
Brianna Wu trying to filibuster.
Brianna Wu will make C-SPAN actually entertaining. Because C-SPAN's where they show everything that Congress does on television.
I've watched some C-SPAN. It's amazing. And boring as fuck.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Brianna Wu was watching C-SPAN while Brianna Wu's trying to filibuster something? It'd be like, play it.
It'd be so popular that it would actually have ads on it.
Ran, you know damn good and well, that would be like a whole special episode of Shitlords Anonymous.
Oh, yes, just streaming C-SPAN if Brianna Wu got in, like, okay, this is now Brianna Wu filibustering in her 20th hour. Play it!
No, that would be a Shitlords Anonymous marathon. Okay.
Oh god, yeah, we'd be marathoning it the entire time, like hopping channel to channel and everything.
Miss Wu, please close your legs. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Carlos. Brianna's a very scary person.
All right. Igor's back, so we're gonna switch computers real quick. I'll be right back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, but see, it's stuff like that though that's made the last 2 years on YouTube infuriating and satisfying. To be totally
it's
honest.
like the I will mention the YouTube drama stuff like Jenny McDerp cunt stuff or Laughing Witch. That was to watch from a distance very interesting. I can imagine that those being involved were like, oh, for fuck's sake, pulling my hair out. Fuck you. Fuck every last one of you.
Well, now whatever happened to Laughing Witch? Is she still a thing, or did those two German assassins that were after her finally get her? What were their names? Oh yeah, Hansel and Gretel.
I have no idea. You have to ask Charm because I know he did the videos on that.
Well, it depends which shit, my Ren.
Professionalism.
Fucking hell, what's going on?
Professionalism of the hostile.
Thank you.
Dang, that was one hell of an echo.
It depends, like, which drama she was in. She had loads of different things. She had Shu and Gregory. She had Thunderfort and JJ Talks, and God, she fought everybody.
There we go, problem solved.
Hi, Igor.
Hey, welcome back.
Igor.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, we got the double
Welcome.
screen now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Igor's home, so we get camera.
I just got
What happened to McDerp cunt? Because she created so many new channels.
She's got one channel now that she's currently using, although you need to turn your mics down.
Hold on.
Well, now I think
mics and they're sensitive.
I think the real trick with Jenny McDerpkin is after several news outlets wrote stories about her, I think she kind of fucked off and went quiet for a little while.
No, she's been making videos. Still making videos.
Oh,
I still can't believe.
He's just gone into
I've seen one or
obscurity.
two.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she's gaining subs though. She has quite a good view count for some reason.
Well, it's probably because most consider her a fairly decent lol cow.
Yeah, but you know those views could be better spent elsewhere.
On your channel, maybe?
Well, anybody's channels other than hers. God damn it,
Subscribe
guys!
to Charmingman93.
Shut you.
Ding dong.
Dude, that's never going to die. You know that, right?
Subscribe to Meg.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Don't look at your Igor. Don't look at your DMs. Whatever you do.
Oh, what did you just send me?
Oh, God. Harassment, everyone. Harassment.
Yes. Harassment.
Nothing new from Magnus.
That's after that torture session where you grilled it all up and made us watch.
That was funny though.
What happened?
You don't remember he was on that?
You'd have to check my Twitter feed. For about 7 hours, I was posting pictures of my slow...
making everybody watch on Twitter.
I'd like to say something to somebody who was quoting something that I like. Aristophanes. Yes.
Oh, God.
I was Omegon. I was posting me smoking beef brisket, about like a 15-pound beef brisket over the course of 7 hours. So I was posting update photos.
Torturing everyone on B list while I was on Sunday Fun Day.
Mm-hmm. Took about 7 hours to cook.
Satisfying.
Oh yeah.
The only
Food
problem
porn.
with having to cook something. The only problem with really with having to cook something for that long is trying to figure out what to eat until it's ready.
Well, that's why
Well,
I was
I would
working the
suggest-
grill, and then Ren was working the kitchen.
I would have just suggested any number of bags of sweets that Magnus sent me. But, well, I'm the wrong side of the world, really.
See, you get sweets,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Yeah. But I can't touch a single one of them because I've got a hole in my mouth still.
Oh,
Yeah,
Charm,
but
that's
you know-
because that's because people with addresses get sweets.
You're careful, Charming. You know what's going to happen, though. Magnus is going to go out on eBay or Amazon. He's going to buy you a Dr. Bashir figure from DS9 and ship it to you.
You'll send him the cosplay.
And that's why he'll never get my address.
Oh no! It would be a Dr. Bashir body pillow. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I'd send him used Tenga eggs.
What, ones that you use or other people use?
Yes.
He just hires some hobos.
Oh yes, of course. There's plenty of those around.
Should we get that girl in?
Everywhere.
Should we get that girl in?
If she wants to, sure, invite her in. Of course.
Yes.
And Table Coon, to answer your question, this is a corset purchased for me by Russell because people buy me stuff and I wear it.
Yeah, if you want to see
see
the Virgin Killer sweater, you got to watch Shitlords Anonymous on Saturday nights.
Yes.
I was so happy when you moved your stream to a different time, only to find out you did it for Oozler and not me.
Oh, what?
You never asked. Oozaloo said this time works better for me, and I worked with him.
Yeah, we have no problem. We have no problem moving the time around. We just need to know what's good.
Oh, this time works best for me.
Exactly. You have to inform people. You have to inform me of that. I've moved the time up for COG and for Charmingman before as well.
Wait,
this is the problem.
Once.
Sugar Tits once I moved the time up. If you just tell me, I'll move it.
Have I streamed
That's what the problem arises, because that involves effort, and I forget everything. I'm useless.
I don't remember streaming with you two.
You...
Hold on.
Professional.
Nice.
We have a nice young dog, and he barks at anything that isn't in the room.
I have 5 dogs behind me. If they see one cat in that garden, you're going to hear 5 dogs go nuts. I know the pain. I promise you. It's like it would make me jump out of my skin if I hear them do it.
A cacophony, huh?
Oh god, terrifying stuff.
Yes. Also, that girl says that girl is too tired to go on the computer right now.
You guys at least get something realistic scaring the shit out of you. I got the crap scared out of me twice on Batman Arkham Knight.
That's like
finally bought it, played it.
It's a good game. I like that.
Well, I'm flying around as Batman. All of a sudden, I do the grapnel, and I'm like, "Oh shit! Did I not hit the button enough times to activate the fucking boost?" And all of a sudden, as soon as his hands hit the ledge, this big fugly bat thing goes at me, and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Oh, the man bat. Oh yeah,
man bat.
And then the Joker, his fucking ass does it too.
I liked the Scarecrow sequences from Arkham Asylum, though.
Well, yeah, but they're doing that stupid story thing where it's like, oh, why does the Scarecrow look so cool in Batman Arkham Knight? Oh, well, after Croc fucked him up in the first game, and it's like, that was eons ago. What the fuck?
By game time though, Arkham City and Arkham Knight were, only a couple years apart. Timeline wise.
Yeah, I suppose.
I need to play those games. I think I've got one of them. I need to.
No, didn't I get 2 of them for you at one point?
Oh,
Arkham Knight.
I'll load up Steam and tell you.
No, I was like,
I got the prequel.
I think I got.
And Arkham City. I don't have the newest one though.
I'm trying to remember, but I think I got Arkham Asylum and Arkham City for Omegon.
I'll have to
or
check.
It was Arkham City and Arkham Origins.
Because I think I started calling you the Sugar Game Daddy.
Well, I get games for
went on a little
people
spending spree for everyone. Yeah, exactly. You went on a little spending spree and bought lots of people different games, which was awesome.
Well, I bought people games for their birthday too.
Buys games because he's very, very generous donor. Very generous.
Which reminds me, next Shitlords, we'll have to give out a bunch of game keys because I've got a shit ton of them I'm never going to use from a Humble Bundle.
Sounds good.
I did give I did for Dead 2 because she wants to play it, and I'm like, oh, where'd I fuss with them? Like, I think it might have been Kinguin for like £4. I was like, yeah, okay, I can do that.
So Omegon,
Get her and Benny sometime and play an online game together.
you should get her and Benna and all the others together and play some Left 4 Dead.
Yes, definitely.
Moist.
That would be pretty awesome. Jumped once because Benny. Okay, for those that don't know, Benny is he's a colossal cunt. Because if he's a charger, which he'll always be because he's like big things. Obviously, size matters to Benny, and he will scare the living shit out of me. He's done it to me before. He's jumped through a door and taken me out of the window, and I've nearly screamed down the microphone. Such a fuck. He's such a fuck for it as well. And you watch his compilations on his gaming channel, and he does do that, and people do scream when he catches off guard because he's a. Love you, Benny.
Games you love. Games you love.
Games you love. Yeah, that shit. Fucking hell. Benny's cancer in that game.
So, who's the most cringiest person you've ever come across in your 2 years, Omegon?
Cringy to watch or cringy to work with?
Both.
To watch, probably Tyler Street.
Oh God, I remember him. He was creepy as well.
He did everything in black and white on Movie Maker, and he always started with a cigarette because he was an edgy as fuck guy.
Canadian, right?
I have no idea, guy.
I did not know.
I have no idea, guy.
Black and white because my POS webcam only works when it's set to black and white.
I don't mind. I'll be honest. It's not like you're trying to be edgy or look cool and then just start abusing people with quotes taken out of context from "We Hunted the Mammoth."
To be fair, though, when Igor streams like that on Saturday nights on Shitlords Anonymous, he's got a little scroller on the bottom that says "Live from the 1930s."
It started from a joke someone else made.
Yep.
From the 1930s? Like, yes, he's from the 1930s.
So, you know who I think has replaced Tyler Street now? Blocker. You know,
I tell you what, yeah. I need to look at some of his stuff.
Tyler Street, isn't that Shaggy Doo on meth?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't do too much anymore anyway. He did a couple of videos and then he mentioned he had some disorder, I believe, and he just disappeared for a while to take care of himself, which is what he should do. I think someone who was cringy, somebody who asked to collaborate with me, and I was so reluctant, and I managed to get out of it because they then made that stupid fucking bet. Tag. He actually asked to collaborate, and I was like, okay. And I sent him over my avatar because he wanted to work, and he was going to work up a script. And I was like, okay, you do all the work then. I don't mind. But I didn't. No offense to you, Tag, if you're watching. I really didn't want to work with you back then because I was so nervous that you were going to absolutely fuck it up.
And the thing is, he doesn't do it because the work is good. He does it because he wants to get popular. Like,
it was because I'd just done the collaboration with Bearing, which a lot of people haven't seen because obviously Bearing had the copyright thing. So he took the video down. I removed it as well because I spoke to Sugar Tits and I was like, should I remove the videos of anything with us or with Bearing? Because I didn't want to add to that copyright issue.
Yeah.
That was like the first video with decent audio as well. My audio quality.
Well, the funniest thing about it is I only want to get on streams just because I have a lot of fun making jokes and talking to people.
I like streams.
Moist.
I should do more.
I don't think I've done anything on my own channel in fuck knows how long. Since Christmas, I think.
You know, Magnus, I think we first met on the Woolly Bumblebee stream, didn't we?
Oh,
no,
my next video's on her.
I don't think I've ever been on
Bumblebee.
I don't think I've ever been on her channel.
Oh, is it somebody else?
I know I've been on a show with Woolly Bumblebee once. I think it was a failure. I'm not sure. But she was nice enough when I talked to her. She just kind of went crazy.
Well, I did I've done a video on. I've just finished a video, in fact, on her free speech warrior video, and I only managed to do 4 minutes of it because the rest of it's just repeating the same points. And I was like, you know what? I've done 15 minutes. I'm bored. And I pointed out early on in that video, I did a collaboration video where I got lots of other people, including Charmingman, to say "Shut up, Wesley." And Charmingman does this amazing little X-Files thing, really cool thing with lots of different like kooky cat meme stuff. And it's all quite funny. because I actually quite liked her back then. But then obviously, what the hell's happened since? I have no idea.
Ren,
So
I
I'd
do
go into that a little bit.
Ren, I do have to ask, are you sure, if, for the sake of the running joke, was it Willie Bumblebee or Satan?
Oh, God, I heard that.
I got to get that shirt design finished.
That thing needs to find its way into its own little video. Just every time you went nuts with that.
Oh, trust me, that meme is going to be made into a quick key for shitlords.
Is the dog humping its favorite teddy bear?
No, the dog is currently eating Ichabod. We have a raccoon toy for the dog. We jokingly call it Ichabod, and the dog chews at it and just tries to destroy it.
Good dog. Good dog.
Good dog, yeah. Nice.
You know, I do have to say though, in the last 2 years, I've made some amazing friends. A few have kind of fucked off and disappeared, but I have made some amazing friends in the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's been really nice to meet so many nice people and absolute cunts at the same time.
Who's the worst cunt, do you reckon?
Well, worst cunt? I don't know. I think there are a couple of people who've sort of like been there at the start and then they disappeared and then decided to shit on groups that they were a part of.
Spino!
There's a couple of people, but there is. I'm not going to name. I'm not going to name drop, but if I was to drop a name, say it.
Spino!
Say it.
Spino!
Sorry, I'm hearing an echo in my chamber here, my safe space.
Spino!
I don't need this. I feel sorry for Spino. I hope whatever is going through his head right now, he can get the right medication for it.
Sometimes people just have to
he's
grow out of it.
It was.
That's what it is. Sometimes people just have to grow out of it.
Clearly, we need to take him to a strip club and let him touch us once.
You're not allowed to do that.
I know. I don't know what's happened with a few people. They've sort of
you got
a little bit.
You gotta let Spiny touch the hiney.
we need him to like unravel. Gee, we need him to unravel the hijab.
Oh
God.
I'm joking, but I'm trying to think.
Speaking of hijabs, Speaking of hijabs, well, I'll give you a segue. Speaking of hijabs, did you guys see that fucked up shampoo commercial?
Oh, the
God,
Malaysian
woman
woman, yeah.
Washing her hair with the hijab on.
Not,
It's like, what the
not
fuck?
washing her hair. She's not washing her hair. She's
that
washing the hijab.
Yeah.
Not, because I don't know what that was.
I think it was a real commercial.
Wow. I saw the video and I was like, this has got to be a Poe.
Well, they looked like they were trying to give it the whole feel of the cow gun, take me away kind of thing.
Having worked on a number of projects in the Middle East, they're very particular on how you depict women, even for some things as simple as like the images we would create for the building itself. Like a lot of times I would get told by my bosses, just don't put any women in there. Because it becomes such a headache. Because the client's like, well, she has no, she's not wearing enough. And it's like, practically a turtleneck all the way down. And what they mean by she's not wearing enough is you can see her face.
I mean, for fuck's sake, she looks like the Grim Reaper's beekeeper. What the fuck do you want?
Wooly?
Well, no, but I was close enough.
I will not partake in this open insult of some weird looking vapid cunt. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually have many ill feelings towards. I don't have ill feeling towards Willie. I just very critical of. I sort of noticed in her videos, she's employing certain rhetoric that seems to fall in line with feminists, and I take issue with it because it seems very vague, and it's all just assertion based. I'm like, you're going to get smacked in the face for this shit.
Omegon, I have to go ahead. I have to go ahead and just put this out there, and Ren and Igor can probably back me up on this. But if you give me an opening, you're either going to get a penis or a joke, or maybe both, depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'll say about Wally is it was insane when she went after Bering for the old news at that point for the Avatar.
She long ago she had this thing with Sargon because of a turn of phrase he used during I think he was looking at a David Serini video or something, or he was commenting on it. And she went absolutely apeshit on him for it, and it seemed like the most weird. It seemed weird at the time.
Now it kind of makes sense.
But then everyone just started saying she was just a drama queen or something, and I was like, I don't care. By the way, Charm, you never said who was the most like the best drama or most awkward thing you've encountered.
I didn't get a chance to.
How?
Well, because people. But well, the worst that I've ever encountered was, without a doubt, the grave standing that Ralph Retort got defended and allowed his mates to do with Lily Feng. That was the worst one.
I don't remember this.
Basically, what happened was Lily Feng committed suicide by throwing herself in front of a train. She was part of Gamergate, and the news was spread by a nonsensical who at the time was called Cult of Vivian and Oliver Campbell. And by that point, the boyfriend was already getting trolled quite relentlessly by Ralph's cronies. I don't think Ralph was ever like telling him to do it. They just did it, and he defended them because free speech, right? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not saying they can't do it, but it's not nice when somebody's just lost their fiance. But anyway, they're doing this, and then one thing leads to another, and then articles are being written in defense of these actions. Then Netscape, a friend of mine, makes a video on it, gets doxxed by one of the guys, Wild Goose, I think it was. And then
I remember the doxing shit.
Yeah, and then that's when I made my videos. And you realize quite quickly that all the things, like most of the things that they've ever said about other people, are just complete little bullshit. So
I started because of the 2015 general election, and I watched after the election. I watched as like Skype groups formed and and then all these groups were dismantling, and new ones were being created because of doxing. And I was like, why are people so interested in doxing each other? What the fuck is wrong with people?
My memory's quite hazy of the things, but it's going to get quite jumbled up. But like essentially, their Skype blogs got leaked, and we could see all the things that they were saying. So we knew what they were actually thinking and what they were doing. And like, we saw Goose essentially track his progress of doxing Netscape. Then he says, I finally got him. And then you can see in some of the messages, he admits to being scared of being doxed. And I'm like, of course you are.
Yeah.
And Liberal Lunacy wrote an article defending the grave standing, which is the trolling that they did on Ashton, I think it was. I think he's called Ashton. The morning fiance. And
I remember very little of all of this. I just remember the doxing stuff happening and Kraut going batshit insane about some of it.
Did he? I don't remember Kraut getting involved.
He got involved in some doxing elsewhere. That is.
Oh, that's AIU stuff.
Yeah, I think it might have been because these Skype groups kept getting destroyed.
That's completely different.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember the Skype group that I was a part of on Kraut's thing, which then led to the Discord thing, the first one anyway. Yeah, that was to do with doxing, yeah. And apparently it was a British guy, so all the British people, we were like asked by him if we knew anything or something, and I don't know if he ever found the person. I think he did, but yeah.
The cringiest person we've ever found.
Videos of or had to deal with?
Made video of, and we've done like one on them, and then we just kind of like stopped.
So it wasn't the 50 days, 50 Shades of 50 Days then?
No, that's just cringe. That's just pure cringe.
No, it was cringe. I know it was cringe. I was involved.
Oh yeah.
Now that was. See, there's a difference between cringe and free range cringe.
Yeah.
Here's some free range cringe right here.
Oh, hang on a second. God, I remember this.
This is the vegan anarchist, and in this video, I'm gonna break the rules of the internet.
I have to improve on his video. Yep.
What was that?
You can't possibly be cringe like that.
I remember his video and I was like, is that a fucking joke? Is what he's doing a joke?
No, he's legit like an anarchist, and somehow that means vegan and as well as a feminist, and yeah.
He's kind of every stupid movement on YouTube are combined into one being.
He's kind of like a living meme.
There are some meme-worthy people out there right now. There's been a lot of talk. Like when I started, there was a fucking boatload of like I'm a feminist video and certain SJW type videos. And I will admit, over time, they have become less apparent. But that doesn't mean the amount of social justice crap has gone down, or feminist nonsense has either. It's taken on different forms, and we still get to absolutely tear it a new one. Because, quite frankly, it's embarrassing.
Well, at this point, I would find out that this is their final form, though.
I don't think so. Yeah. We've got at least a decade of this, if not more. In our UK politics or anything to go by, we've got at least a decade of it. By the way, Charm, I've been curious. What would it take, like, if you did a stream, right? What would it take for people to donate to Super Chat to get you to buy the Bashir cosplay and actually wear it for another stream? I would never do it. I would not accept the money.
It'd be like getting Chris Nadiworski to scissor. There's got to be a goal.
You see, they would do that anyway. I'm not going to do that.
No, they haven't. They won't do it. They refuse to. Instead, Sophane and Fat Pat did it.
They scissored? How did I miss this? Why did they not send me the link?
They did it. And why did it a meme? Because it was like somebody donated and they just started.
Nah, I'm not being a part of this meme. I'm not being a part of this meme. I refuse.
As Bashir, it's got to happen one day.
No,
you're gonna have to give in.
I'm not going to.
No,
I will not.
It's easy. You just get a picture of Charming Man's face and you just put it over Bashir's.
So you just take a picture of Bashir then?
Yeah,
already been done so many times.
That's that's true. Yeah, you got to blame Undoomed for this, by the way.
To be fair, I thought you looked like Bashir, Charming Man, long before Undoomed mentioned
like
anything.
Him. He does not look like me.
You so look like Bashir.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I see this is going somewhere. Oh God.
Let me put it this way, Charm. You look enough like Dr. Bashir, you could have been his stunt double.
Considering that my dad doesn't look anything like him either, I don't know why I would look like him.
You seem to have lucked out, really, then, as far as looking like Bashir goes.
You could make some good money. Start going to American Star Trek conventions, dress up as Bashir, start signing autographs.
By the way, I'm not trying to
one of the most ugliest guys in like Star Trek history.
I'm not trying to piss you off or anything. I promise. I'm just genuinely curious. Are you actually do you actually like Star Trek?
I do like Star Trek, but not DS9.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. I don't get it.
I actually really enjoy DS9.
You're all putting me off DS9, though.
I told people once I liked Enterprise, and I got kicked out of a group for it.
Well, to be fair,
Enterprise is crap the first season. It's after that it starts getting good.
Exactly.
To be fair, you could be called worse people on that show, like Quark or Odo. I mean, for fuck's sakes, at least Bashir.
Oh my God!
At least Bashir was banging that hot chick with the spots.
Charming Man, if you looked like Quark, I'd stroke your lobes.
At least they're interesting looking.
Well, Odo's like the most bland of them all.
Yeah,
he's like a super secret. He's like a super secret spy or something. Odo, isn't he?
No,
Odo is the changeling.
He's he's also like the police chief, so he's got
Did
to stick
he-
far enough up his ass to.
If you're thinking spy, you're thinking of the Cardassian. You're thinking of
Garrick.
Garrick. Yep.
Yeah, I just want to say that.
Oh, yeah, because
Odo's bed is what I throw up in.
It's funny. It's funny as hell that I have so little interest in Star Trek, but I know all the names.
So who was the one who started the war with who brought the Romulans into the war? That was Odo, wasn't it?
Who brought the Romulans into the war? That was the Dominion that worked with the Romulans. Or no, that was the Cardassians. Yeah, no, it was
the Romulans. I think at the end
it
of
was
the
a group effort to get the
Dog and Hun.
yeah, it was a group effort to get the Romulans because they tricked the Romulans into what was it, a genocide or something like that?
Yeah.
Or
No, what happened was Sisto wanted them to get into the war, but and so he asked someone to help him. I think it was Odo because he had like super secret spy stuff, and he gave him this thing that he thought was information, but it was a fake. It's a fake. And then
that was Garrick.
oh, was it Garrick? Right, I didn't know that.
Yep.
By the way, people keep writing Charmingman93 in the chat. Just let me know. If you ever do decide to create a third channel, that's the channel.
Yeah, I guess it was Garrick. So how much I don't watch DS9. I keep what I say DSP.
I actually hated Voyager of all of them. I hated Voyager.
It's just boring.
yeah, I was not a fan of Voyager.
It's not that Voyager's. It wasn't, by the way, for anyone asking the misogyny, people saying it's misogyny. No, it wasn't the female captain that sounded like she had a smoker's voice. No, it was the shit story and the fact they had to try and sell it with a female Borg with the most amazing curves and a hologram doctor.
Yeah.
See, Janeway was a good character, especially her in the number one.
It's a shame she had
They
such
were
a
good.
shitty series to work in.
She was an
frankly.
amazing captain when she became a lizard and fucked Tom Paris and had little lizard babies. That was the best moment for her.
They broke Warp 10, that's right, and that's what happened. They became lizard people. What would have made that hilarious is if that was the birth of the Gorn.
Oh god.
Well, I hate to say this, Igor, but you should probably make a shirt with a picture of a chameleon on it that says, "Oh shit, we broke Warp 10."
The problem is the Gorn don't come from the Delta Quadrant, and they didn't go back in time, as far as I know.
Yeah, they just were. They broke Warp 10 and ended up at some random planet, is what it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I said I was tempted to say DSP a lot. DSP hasn't gone to shit. He always was shit.
DSP.
Yeah, Dark Side Phil.
Oh,
Okay.
Not familiar with.
nope.
Oh, he's funny. He's a lol cow. One of the earliest ones.
I think the worst part of Voyager though was the last season because they had to tie everything up, and they were just desperate
tie
to
up
finish
as well.
Yeah,
It was desperate, and it was like, oh, we have to get Janeway from the future to fix this, or Chakotay and Seven of Nine will not get married and die. Oh, fuck me. Oh,
Errors.
What I want to know
if they wanted to go
is
the time travel route, they should have done something more interesting, like the kids of the children of the crew or something like that coming back.
that'd have been cool.
Yeah.
But what I want to know is
Some Snake Plissken looking motherfucker inherited the captain's seat or some shit. Yeah, that would have been cool.
what I want to know is
Some kid
how
is
did
like
they
a
even
cat.
get lost?
What? How did Voyager get
Well, I
lost? That was the very first episode,
Yeah, 'cause
dude. They got
Yeah, I know,
thrown
but I
into
don't
the Delta
remember.
Quadrant.
Oh, that's the caretaker. He created this.
The caretaker threw them into the Delta Quadrant, and they got
He was
stuck
looking
there.
for a biological mate so he could procreate to protect the species that was on that little planet. Tess was Ocampa, yeah, because of some
I
shit
am
that
a
they irradiated the
fucking
planet.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and the only reason I watched Voyager to start with because Kess was pretty cute.
Yeah, shut up, Wesley. I agree. Character was worst Star Trek character was Wesley. Yeah, I agree.
And yet, he was in the
Yeah.
best series.
Which, by the
TNG.
way, I still maintain is one of my favorite videos I ever made, which was the "Shut Up, Wesley" video, which we've already spoken about. Seriously.
But the thing is,
Shut
that
up.
is the best. That's the best Star Trek series.
Yeah, because
the
he
Next
told him to shut
Generation
up.
is the best.
Well, it's hard.
Next Generation definitely is one of the best.
Make it so.
Make it so. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Which you can buy a can of tea, Earl Grey. And that's the brand. It's
Okay. Oh dear,
Earl
dear,
Grey
that sounds
is
like
a little
sacrilege.
Earl Grey's
Overrated.
Earl Grey's just flowery. It's all right, but it's nothing amazing.
We
Yeah, it's
English,
just-
we don't regard it as highly as others.
Sorry.
Actually, I'd almost forgotten that I made this. Omegon, I'm throwing it in your. I'm throwing it. I'm throwing it in.
I think the Steam's. Oh God, I'm not sharing that. You can share that if you want.
All right. Let me pull Skype up.
I think Miss Steam sent me a picture as well. I'm sorry, but instead I'm just going to drop you in shit by saying stop sending me pictures of you twerking in your full steampunk gear. Even though that's not what you sent to me at all, that's now what I'm telling everyone you sent me. Everyone believe me.
I'm surprised that TNG hasn't aged that much. Like, since the Voyager,
I mean, when you put it up against like TOS, I mean, TOS is funny, you know, but it's gotten to the camp levels now. It doesn't hold up as well. TNG,
that could easily be
the storylines holds up much better.
We should present to everyone. There we go.
Very nice.
Oh dear, oh dear.
TNG is good in like all the seasons.
Season 1 is arguably kind of weak, but that's also you have to remember in season 1, all the actors thought they were doing a pilot series. Like none of them expected season 2 to get picked up.
Yeah,
and next thing you know, they are all going, "Oh shit, we got to do another 7 seasons of this."
Yeah, the great part of that is that you see the progression of improved graphic quality from season 1, which is the worst of all of it, to what it became, which is so much more satisfying.
The season 1 outfits versus season 2, when they went from using the crap they started with that they used for the original pilot episode and actually got a budget for costuming.
Yeah.
Oh, and Deanna Troi went from looking like a person on the crew.
Yeah.
No one cared what Deanna Troi had to say. They were all too busy staring at her tits. That's
very true. I can agree with that. I never quite understood the point with Guinan, whatever her name was, Whoopi Goldberg.
She was just the character that everybody. She was the character where everybody went for advice. She was the advice character.
Like a redundant character to me. I didn't really understand why it had.
Guinan was supposed to be because you have to remember, his original vision for Star Trek was kind of like a Western in space. So she was the saloon keeper. But the people around him were going, yeah, we need to work on that. Space Western doesn't quite work by itself. So there are certain aspects that are still there. Like Guinan, she's running the saloon. She's the person people go to talk to, but she also kind of represents that wise person because she's so fucking old. Because they don't have a resident Vulcan.
They don't. Yeah, they didn't have a Vulcan in that one. Why is that?
Yes. Sorry for sending all these pictures of Omegon. I'm taking a trip down Memory Lane.
I noticed.
The reason they did not have a Vulcan, from what I recall from listening to the Sun talk, was they wanted it to be familiar but new. So while the Vulcans were a race that were in the series, they didn't want to just completely recreate the old crew. So the alien that wasn't quite second in command, Worf, was the resident alien on the command crew. And then you had everyone else.
Apart from Troy.
Token minority.
Troy, but she was still half human and looked mostly human.
Yeah, but come on. When it comes to matters of honor, the Klingons are touchier than a pervert in a schoolyard. Come on.
Yeah. Which, that was kind of an interesting progression for Worf's character, even all the way through DS9. Because when you first see him in Season 1, his honor wasn't quite so far shoved up his own rectum. It wasn't until, like, the end of DS9 where he's like, I am a Klingon. Oh, yeah, and I serve Starfleet.
His identity was always quite interesting.
And he was Russian.
for a token TNG.
Oh, for yeah, his parents were Russian Jews, weren't they?
Something like that.
In his adopted parents, yeah, they were Russian Jews.
You know what's interesting about Worf is that there's a video that shows how many times he's been denied. It's called Lieutenant Worf gets denied again and again.
Yes. Well, it's like the Shut Up Wesley compilation from Star Trek The Next Generation. It just goes on for like 30 minutes.
That's amazing. That is. I guess they had to include the no somewhere, and it may as well be to the grumpy alien.
Sir, I am not a merry man. Denied, Worf.
That was actually a really good episode.
Yeah. Sir, we should raise shields. Denied.
Sir, I don't want to anally probe you. Denied.
Denied.
Sweet.
Worf on his wedding night. Denied.
Oh.
Straight Sith
Well, that's
male
kind of
says
true. He only had his wife for what, a week?
Yeah, and
She died, didn't she?
Yanked.
Yes, she got shanked by the head of the Cardassians, or at least former head of the Cardassians. I can't. Dukat.
Anyway, Straight Sith Male asks, who wins, Spock or Yoda?
Yoda, because he has the Force. Spock, even to put him into a sleep, would have to, do the Vulcan neck pinch.
Spock would have to try and catch him. Yoda's far too quick.
Yeah.
Well, I think pre-Attack of the Clones Yoda beats Spock.
I don't know.
Just
Remember
in terms
Sith, you saw his acrobatics. He had it.
Yeah,
even,
but it's
got too old.
It's not really Yoda, is it?
I'm not big on Space Cowboys. I made it abundantly clear I'm not huge, but Yoda is kind of like a soft spot for me.
I
think he's awesome.
I
agree with
remember, he's a Force master. He is a Jedi master. He has the ability to just go, yeah, fuck it, crush.
Yeah, but that's okay. But like I think, a lightsaber battle with people 5 times his height is just ridiculous. Like, even
I just love I love that he represents. Obviously, he was the absolute kind of good in that regard. But I also like the fact that the way he spoke, that mannerism was just I made me laugh so much.
I would prefer it if he just like toyed with Dooku or
he was toying with Dooku, to be honest, because he could have beaten him.
No, just with the Force alone, without any lightsabers, just toying with him. That would have been much more Yoda-like than just acrobatics.
Drop his pants and be like, "I'm wedgie with the Force. I will give you."
Yeah, that would have been funny. that would have made more sense in the shitty prequels.
Yeah. God.
My name, you will say.
I actually talked to a number of people that actually worked on the prequels, and who they did not like working with Lucas.
Not surprised,
because he's absolutely batshit insane, and he got away with so much shit that he almost killed the franchise.
Well, I can give you one good example of batshit crazy anal retentive.
Midi-chlorians.
He spent in the range of like $2 or $3 million. You know this? It's kind of random, but there's a scene in the prequels where Anakin puts his hand out there, and then Padme puts her hand out there, and then whiny bitch puts his hand on top of hers, and it's supposed to like represent them growing closer together or something like that in the prequels.
Right.
That's not his arm.
Oh, hey,
that's not his arm.
Oh, shit.
They actually CG recreated his entire arm because they didn't want to spend the $20,000 to fly him down to do the same fucking thing of having to put his arm through the green screen.
They couldn't have just gotten somebody that was on set to do a arm thing.
Apparently not. I mean, it was one of those things where his crew, his staff were going, Lucas, boss, we can. He's not on a film set right now. We can fly him down if you absolutely have to have Hayden Christensen, I think that's his name, come in and put his arm in front of a green screen. We can do that. We can get him here like tomorrow. No. I want it as a CG. I want his arm completely recreated in 3 dimensions and put it and added to the scene.
That is ridiculous.
Prequels suck.
Hey, you'll have to forgive my lateness. I had my Tuesday show to do. Where are we at? Are we on Ren's channel?
No,
oh my God.
Oh shit! I'm on a celebrities channel. Why, hello everyone.
Now he's interested.
I'm sorry, celebrity? Who?
It was a joke.
You're all bigger than we are.
To be fair, YouTube famous is still famous.
Oh, right. I'm putting that on my CV.
Someone wants to get Kraut on, if that's even possible.
Oh, I doubt he'd come on here.
He'd come on.
It's not like we have any topic either.
He'd come on if I'm on.
Well, we were kind of talking about the last 2 years on YouTube, and then we devolved into a complete and total nerd fest with boobs.
We kept doing that, actually. Went to Nerdfest. Oh, let's talk about YouTube again. Nerdfest. YouTube, though. Nerdfest.
Nerdfest.
There's a few people that...
YouTube.
We should probably just do, like, where we just talk about random shit, because these seem to be the more fun conversations anyway.
Yeah. You can talk about Twitter drama. Sorry?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, no. I was just saying that I tried to have a very serious stream today, and I totally kept my foot in my mouth the entire time. I'm probably going to delete it. It was that bad.
What'd you do?
I couldn't keep my train of thought. I kept forgetting everything I was going to say. I was trailing off. I was over-explaining things. I mean, it was just a train wreck.
So my Friday.
Yeah, but as horrifying as they are, we all have to admit train wrecks are still fun to watch.
Yeah.
There's been one or two train wreck streams I've seen that have made me like. I watched a failure accomplished stream that, to me, I thought was a train wreck. and anytime you got Keemstar, and I was like, "Holy fuck, he's keeping this shit up."
Yeah.
Not moving. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is a train wreck, though."
I do have to bring this up. The only reason I'm even on
twice.
The only reason I'm even on Twitter is because it's a train wreck with porn and weirdos.
Yeah, I've actually been on a train that hit someone years ago. There was a corrupt official in Chicago, and I was on the train he decided to find his way out with. Ugh. I sat on that train for 8 hours.
Ooh. That's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Tell us about
it. Also kind of just tells you how bad it was.
Well, was that Rod blows a goat or whatever the hell his name was?
Not Blogovich. He's just still in prison. No, it was some Chicago official, and he had embezzled or something to the effect of like a few $1 million. And
so normal Chicago politics.
Normal Chicago politics, except to divert from normal Chicago politics, the FBI actually gave a fuck.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, failure annoys me.
How so?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because he keeps saying, I remember once he said, "Mitch, why don't we stream it together?" And I said, "Because you never asked me." So he's like, "Why don't we stream on the following Friday?" And I'm like, "Wait, Friday or Sunday?" Sunday, that's it. Sunday. I'm like, "Yeah, fair enough. Let's do that." Then, you know, gets into drama, forgets, right?
Do you want to? I could trump that. Yesterday.
No, wait, I'm not finished. And then
there's more.
And then after the drama, where he's got his head sorted out, streams, and I'm not invited. Fuck you, failure.
Well, yesterday he was when he was streaming, he decided to message me, "Hey, I miss you." So I'm like, "Hi." Then he starts sending me emojis for blowing kisses.
All right. I'm pretty sure failure has been quite high over the past few weeks. I'm not gonna pardon me, but I'm not just gonna come right out and accuse him of doing drugs. But I'm pretty sure he's been toasted once or twice during a few streams we've been in together.
Do you mean roasted?
Well,
or drunk?
I diffused it by saying, "Look at that, kisses free. I usually have to get bearded blokes to blow kisses for me by paying them."
Yeah, but I actually love Failure's train wreck streams. When there is like 7 or less people there, I mean, 7 people will make a train wreck on its own, but at least it's fun. When you get 10 people in there fighting over time to talk, it just becomes annoying at that point.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not big on large streams. You get the risk of people talking over each other all the time, and then it has the risk of devolving and get people getting annoyed and angry.
Yeah, that's why we in our stream, once we really start filling up, then we institute the Tenga rule, trying at least get some semblance of organization and people talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then people constantly forget the Tenga rule. I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah, it happens, but at least it gives, it's not as bad without it then.
Talking over people thing, even when we had smaller streams, like in the beginning for Shitlords, and we used to have like Cog on all the time. That was fun for you. Can you let someone else talk?
Cog's amazing. He's one of those few guys I know who could do. I did an off-air hangout with him, and I was like, I've got half an hour to go through these social science papers with you. So he'd finally stop talking.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah,
he's a one-man rescue machine.
Yeah, but that's actually why I'd like to have Cog on my streams more. I despise dead air. Dead air. So
it's like, awkward as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It's kind of like somebody just farted at a funeral.
He's a guarantee he'll talk. Annoyingly, though, it doesn't mean any of your guests are guaranteed a chance to speak, though.
Hi, this is Scott the Tipple here. You're having a good week.
Yeah, he has a nice intro. I'm okay with that.
I've met him 3 times in real life. Yeah.
Well, does he talk that much the fun part is.
Yeah, he does talk like that in real life.
Yes, he does.
Somebody brought up farting at a funeral, and it's like, I did that one time, and then the people at the funeral home kept checking the body.
That is what dead bodies do.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of stink, but it also gave me an idea that maybe I should rethink my dietary choices.
Meanest thing, or I shouldn't say meanest, but funniest / meanest thing that happened to me when I was in high school is I used to work as a pizza delivery boy. So I had the work vehicle for delivering pizzas and so on. Well, there's a funeral home across from where I used to deliver pizzas from. And I get a call at about 2 a.m. that they've got, they want like 6 pizzas. And they're never prank calls. They actually order a lot of food because there was a few guys that worked there. So I get the pizzas together. I just walk across the street. And unlike normal, there's usually, they're there to get the money or, pay for them and, say hi. I go in there and there's no one around. I'm walking around like, hey, did you guys actually order these pizzas or something? I'm trying to get someone's attention. And I walk into the main, display area where they typically have like the one casket on display for the family, and they got a casket there, and the fucker was hiding inside it, and just like slams it open, and scares the shit out of me.
I definitely think Magnus's delayed laugh was the high point of that.
Yes.
It wasn't delayed. I'm actually lagging. I'm using truck stop internet today for the hell of it.
Oh.
Truck stop internet. That was fun.
I actually worked at a pizza place for quite some time, and I really only have a couple of bad delivery stories because I was a dishwasher, and the only time I ever went on deliveries was when my boss needed a delivery guy, and he couldn't do it because he couldn't see for shit. So, but one time that stands out in particular was I delivered to a chick with just a robe on, and she tried to hide stuff in the robe, but it didn't really work out, and she was nowhere near the kind of person you want to see standing in a doorway in a robe when you're delivering a pizza.
Oh, really?
Yes, there were wrinkles where I didn't expect to see wrinkles.
A friend of mine has a similar story, except she was in her 90s, and she tried to pull I don't have any cash. Is there another way I can pay for this?
No.
We never let him live that one down because he told us.
If he'd fucked her, she probably would have gone to cardiac arrest.
I don't know. I don't want to know. But he got his money, so I'm assuming he just either ran for the hills and paid for it himself, or
or maybe he did the deed and paid for it himself and just didn't tell you that's what he did.
Hopefully not. But who knows?
My.
Ooh, Omegon, I got a question.
Ask away.
Considering the 2 years, do you still talk to Griffix?
She messaged me about a month ago because I play Magic the Gathering, and she wanted to know something on the PC game of Magic 2014. Because I've got all the decks. I have a particular deck I'm very good with on that game, but I play in real life as well. And she was like, I can't make this deck powerful enough quick enough. I'm like, well, you've got the wrong deck. Get Enchanter's Arsenal and you'll be fine.
I love Magic the Gathering. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You never talked to her again, did you?
Well, no, she doesn't. She's been busy with teaching and, being a fun leftist, I think.
Oh, come on.
I just don't give a shit.
She only bloody works 5 days a week. Come on.
She's busy. She's got a life, I think. I don't know. It's like Fiffin. He's busy, I don't know.
Being a cunt.
He's busy sticking pipes down his urethra for his girlfriend on the webcam.
Oh, God.
I'm kidding, okay?
Hear that?
He's at least... I'm just making it up, I promise.
You better be.
I used to be really good friends with Fiffin and Griffix, but they both, well, they've gone off to pastures new, I guess.
I don't think I was ever friends with him, was I? I don't think he ever liked me.
No, he didn't. No. Why would he?
No.
Why would he? You were at the time, I think many were calling you like the, I think you can blame Judah for this, I think. The male woolly bumblebee she called you. Do you remember that?
What? I don't remember ever calling me that.
She did it in the BLS Skype thing, and you got really pissed off because it was a relation thing to YouTube drama.
Oh,
and you got really fucked off about that.
I remember that. I think I vaguely remember it. I know that Fiffin always used to use that against me. But it's
because he hated drama, that's why. He absolutely hated drama.
Yeah, but it's funny you say that because he would comment on some of the ones that he found entertaining, so he's a hypocrite.
Exactly. The hypocrisy. Whereas I don't like drama, but I'll gladly get some popcorn and watch it from a few miles away with a pair of 3D glasses on.
He's a typical person. He's a typical person who will claim to hate it but doesn't. He wants to be morally superior. He never will be because of the hypocrisy. So yeah.
I always love when people come to you once before where some drama will start. You just try to play the catch-up game because you have no clue where the drama came from. It's like, okay, let's gather all the information together, and then someone goes, "Oh well," and then tries to rope you into like, "I'm not mad at you because of it," and it's like, it's happened to me like once or twice where it's like, I wasn't even part of this. I just wanted to know what the fuck was going on.
You see, you've
heard those historical instances of plagues, right? Well, I've managed to avoid drama like those plagues. I've been so good at avoiding them.
You see, people always say that I'm like Keemstar, but I don't go and just report every single thing that happens. I don't go around. I don't report all the things happen because he'll just find something on Twitter and then just talk about it. I really love
I loved the Dreamy Diglett thing. You were talking about the tranny thing. Oh, that was so fucking funny.
That wasn't drama. That was just something stupid.
I know it's not drama, but it was just very funny.
Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it? Fucking hell. She was like, she then said, "You don't know about my spider DNA." I was like, "Is it anything like Peter Parker's?"
Everyone, Dreamy Diglett is a what was it again? A something tranny.
A Masonic tranny, yeah.
Masonic tranny, yes. There you go.
Wait. Masonic, as in a member of the Masons?
Yes.
Apparently so, yes.
What?
Not cool enough though to join the Stonecutters. And by the way, I lived. One of my uni housemates was a member of the okay thing. Is it just Masons, Freemasons? Yeah.
It's the Freemasons.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a member of that, and he had all these books, and he was like, "I can't show you any of this." So he goes out and gets wasted on gin, and he leaves the books on the table, and he has all these rules for being members, and we're like, "Hang on, there's a blank bit here. Who brought the metric system down?"
Or wait, no, who keeps the it's who keeps the metric system down?
Oh, we wrote it wrong because we were also hammered. He had all these books, and they're like, "You've got to be fucking." He paid £200 for this shit.
Wow.
Doodled all over it.
Miss Steam just sent me this meme. Let's have a look. I need to see it.
If it's the meme she sent me, I didn't show it because I couldn't be bothered.
Is it the Leafy one?
No, it's I don't know. Fuck it. I was too busy telling you about she's twerking in her steampunk gear.
I need to see that. Here it is.
Kimochi share that.
Here it is. This is what it says. It goes, Kimochi, it's Leafy going, Kimochi, Killer Keemstar, hiss, positive vibes. And then it's Keemstar going, why am I still getting hate?
Yep, that is exactly what she sent me, but I'm not showing it because it's terrible.
It's funny. Show it.
No. Too edgy for my stream.
Oh, too edgy, huh?
I want to find more people like Suspension of Disbelief who did the video on Diglett. I need to find more stuff like that.
Yeah, that stuff was pretty good. It's certainly lol worthy.
Millennial Woes hasn't seen it yet. I tagged him in it.
I've been watching a lot of videos recently on the subject of free speech, and his name keeps coming up as someone who is opposed to free speech because he's a white nationalist, white supremacist, ethno-nationalist, and all this. And I'm like, you're not saying how he is against free speech, though. You're just labeling him and saying because of those he's against free speech.
Well, he has apparently said some things that are a little bit anti-free speech, like he's not really into people flag burning or making the fun out of countries or something.
But the flag burning thing is not really a freedom of speech thing. That's a freedom of expression.
True, but
yeah, I mean,
at least in the United
I would
States,
argue
it is in England.
But I think, he said something about nationalistic stuff that he shouldn't say.
I used to, when I was at uni, I remember I never liked the idea of people burning flags. I thought it was just a stupid idea and I didn't see the point. But I obviously from that position, not because I thought it was like, yeah, exactly, it seemed cringy. I was like, why? Like, I just don't see a fucking point.
I do like the people who have different flags and just fly them for the hell of it. I've got a neighbour like that. Just has loads of different flags and flies them for the hell of it.
There's someone that lives by the ocean near me who has a Welsh flag. I'm like, dude, you realise you're in the wrong corner of the country, right? You're pointing. If you want to point a flag, ironically, at France, point one that says "We are the champions" or something. We're better than you.
Wait, oh yeah, apparently Pepe died.
But with them,
well, he's resurrected 3 days later, though. The memes are flowing fresh.
They will never die.
Pepe
He's
will
like
never die.
He's like a Time Lord. He'll regenerate.
Look, yeah, it doesn't help that you have, the Southern Poverty Law Center constantly resurrects that Pepe is like white supremacy, and so it's like
the ADL.
ADL. The more you do it, it's like the more Pepe is just going to keep coming back.
Yeah,
it would have died a long time ago.
I actually think that this death is a way to just keep the name out there because
reinvigorates it a little.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
it sells that guy's comics as well. Let's not forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, but also I would like people to. Damn. See, I'm still all haywired. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say.
Don't feel bad. I'm like halfway to falling asleep on myself here.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Hey.
No, it's just I've been tired all morning.
What you need is a caffeine drip, just like right in your arm, where it does nothing but put pure caffeine in your system.
Yeah, a caffeine drip would probably help.
Oh,
see what doesn't. Oh, no, I was going to say what doesn't help is the fact that the weather out here where I'm at's been wonky as fuck, and my air conditioner wasn't working. So
I can't.
So, God, I would. Today was toasty. I would have died in my car without air conditioning.
I live in England. It's miserable. That's all you need to know.
I've lived in England for little bits and pieces. All I remember is fog and rain. I remember the fog being so goddamn thick. My uncle going, well, we're just parking here for a few minutes.
You just experienced some of the best British weather you could ever experience.
Wait, so the sun doesn't shine in Britain?
No, that's Antarctica.
That's a myth.
Yeah, but it's covered by your fog. So,
well, they could always make a new TV show called "It's Always Foggy in London."
There was I was fishing in Dover once, and my dad and I were on our way back, and the fog had gotten so bad that he had to step outside his car and walk in front of it while someone else drove because he could not see the road.
Is this the same one that punched you?
I can't remember.
because of the punch.
Did somebody just fall over?
Matthias,
Sorry?
he's drunk.
No. Did? Oh, sorry. I could have swore I heard a large thud. That was
Sounded like an alarm, didn't it?
yeah.
It might have been my phone beeping. I put it on mute.
You got any?
Oh
sort of
no,
mechanics?
that's actually in my apartment. Sorry, these headphones fuck with how I hear things.
Has anyone seen these Sniper Elite memes recently?
No, none of
Yeah, I've
those.
seen them coming around.
What is that meant to be? Like, that game is like the least memeable game.
Everyone I've seen is usually the guy's skull about to be hit by a bullet, and then it's like the subject and then the solution. Communism, and then the bullet has like capitalism. Stuff like that.
It's what the better one was where the head said communism and the bullet said communism.
Donald Trump's campaign promises Donald Trump in office.
That sounds like every politician ever, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
They say very outlandish things, and then they and I'm not saying Trump hasn't done shit, because I don't know what he's done.
He's trying to get
They
the
seem
wall
to just
built,
drive
but,
they seem to just drive into the middle of the road and just sit there.
Well, to be fair, he has kept probably more of his campaign promises than any other politician, and that makes him a rare Pepe to start with.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, here's a Bernie meme. It's this old guy. I am not Bernie. I'm not Larry David either.
I think my favorite Bernie Sanders. I think my favorite Bernie Sanders meme was where it looked like somebody was wearing a pair of flip flops that burned into their feet, and it said Bernie Sanders 2016.
Does anyone actually think that he would have beaten? He could, if he had been given the Democratic nomination, that he could have beaten Trump.
No.
Possibly. There was a lot of Bernie Sanders fans that migrated from the Democratic Party to vote Republican because they just absolutely despise Clinton.
It's a good possibility that with Bernie had been the candidate, would have gotten a lot, because the main reason that Trump won was because a lot of the Democrats didn't get off their ass to vote.
I think you had a lot of people that just went, not Clinton.
And not Clinton. And that too. So if you had someone like Bernie who could have maybe gotten the younger Democrats out in voting booths, would have stood a chance.
You think so?
I think so. He could.
I think it would have been a close race.
Would have been close, but it would definitely have been closer than what the pre-Trump thing ended.
Yeah.
There's this thing I saw. Somebody tweeted out that in the Brexit, they tweeted out percentage differences in the US election. They tweeted out the French results, and they said how people complaining about the French result were saying it's close and shows how divisive you are, but they're not saying it about the other results. And I'm like, I remember the very first thing I said when Brexit result came in was, "Oh my god, our country is divided as fuck," because it was such a close result. And it's the same with the US election. It was so close. Well, to an extent, it was close, and it shows how divided, how out of touch the cities are with like the
rural America. Yeah,
exactly. It's the same with England as well. It's the same problem, and it's like, it shows how divided we are culturally and socially. And I thought, everyone else is already saying this. How can you be so blind to think that they're not saying this?
Yeah. It really demonstrated just how much, like Minnesota, because of how large the populations are in the three major metropolitan cities in Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Rochester, even though the rest of the state was just red as could be, the three blue portions of the state were Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Rochester, and they had enough population by themselves to turn the state, and the votes went to Hillary.
Yeah.
Whereas every other county was red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when we're doing in Illinois, it's the worst. It's the absolute worst in Illinois because there is only one spot.
City that matters.
Yep.
Chicago.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Whatever Chicago votes is what happens.
Yep, exactly. I mean, through all elections.
Yeah, we lived there. We know.
Yeah, both the state and the federal. I mean, it's just when case in point during the 2016 election when they called the state of Illinois, the only votes they counted was Chicago. And the response from Chicago was enough to call the entire state for Hillary.
Yep. You would have to have a massive upset of the entire state. I mean, like every single individual in the rest of the state voting for something in opposition to the rest of Chicago, and you probably still wouldn't win that vote.
Exactly. In the 2014 governor election, it was literally the entire state versus Chicago, and the entire rest of the state only won by like a 51% win.
Yeah, I mean, it was very narrow.
Yeah. And actually, here. I'll actually screen share the results.
Right.
Anyway, I'm going to bow out. It's getting late over here, as you probably know. So
nice talking to you, Charming Man.
Yeah.
Always jumping on me.
Always a pleasure, Bashir.
Should I do a two? Shut up, you. Should I do should I do like a 2-year one myself and get you on?
Yeah, you should, because we started around the same time, so I think you should.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I've still got to do an AMA. Jesus. Anyway, so see you later, guys. I'm gonna go play Hidden and Dangerous 2.
Bye.
Bye.
Here.
All right. So
I think fuck Bashir's gone. Oh my god, Bashir was so fucking annoying.
Oh, I know what we're gonna do. Igor, you take the 2 photos I sent you and make a meme and then tweet it at him.
He's already had that done to him before, though.
That's a lot of red, by the way.
Yeah.
The red is the Republicans, the blue is the Democrats. This is a 51% win for the red team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question, right? Why does it come down to, in this instance, with the way that are those lines, they're counties, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Why in this instance is it first past the post and not done by county?
Well, because the Electoral College, the electorate is what is done only to decide the president of the United States. We don't have the Electoral College or electorate votes for any other offices. Every other office is decided by popular vote. This is why this is a 51% win for the red team.
I thought I'd ask because I'm just curious about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Illinois, Minnesota, there's a lot of states that would have very different state politics if every county essentially got one vote, after the accumulative effects were tallied up in their local county.
After looking at Minnesota has its own, I did a video recently on FGM, and Minnesota has its own rules on it, but it also has these silly little rules on cultural sensitivity and stuff, and I'm like,
it's really, and it's all because of Minneapolis and St. Paul. It's all because of Minneapolis and St. Paul.
And this is why Illinois frequently will have Republican governors, but they will not vote Republican when it comes to presidential.
Yeah. Minnesota, just to give you an example of some of the dumb shit that comes out of Minneapolis and St. Paul, there is a law on the books in Minnesota that states that bats, B-A-T-S, bats, are an endangered species of bird.
They're not birds.
They're mammals.
I know they're not birds.
You fucking mammals. You fucking what?
Yeah, they're classified as an endangered species of bird. So anytime you have a bat problem in Minnesota, you have to call a specialized fucking animal remover because you can't just fucking gas them to get them out of your attic.
Here we have some bats that fly around at night. I've had one fly and hit me on the shoulder and end up getting stuck on my jumper. Do I call someone? No, I help the poor thing out and then I put it on a wall and let it fly away. It's just a bat. It's not a bird. In fact, I got stuck upstairs at work because a pigeon was blocking the door, flapping its bloody wings. Do I call a bird specialist? No, I grabbed the fucking bird and threw it out the fucking door. Mm-hmm. I could have stamped on its skull because it's a pigeon. Fuck pigeons.
They're flying rats.
Pigeons are flying
this one was
rats.
younger, so I thought I'd give it a chance. You know, give it a free pass this time. Next time though, skull caved in, paracetamol, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, it's okay. My dad used to work as a handyman, so technically he was supposed to call animal control when he found animals and properties he was helping take care of. What he'd frequently do is just kill them and say he found them that way.
This does make you wonder, by the way, if it's just about the wings, do sugar gliders count as birds then?
By Minnesota logic, yes.
The wombat.
Yes.
Wait, so you're telling me you're telling me I could go out and find those little kookaburra prickly things and sell them as porcupine eggs for $0.25 a piece?
Probably. At least in Minneapolis.
Yeah. These guys, they're intelligent.
Minnesota has some really bizarre things about it when it comes to like laws, because they have some very conservative, like super conservative laws that are still technically on the book, though nationally all that shit got overturned. But like in Minnesota, up until the laws were overturned by the federal Supreme Court, it was technically illegal to give or receive oral sex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
you guys know goddamn good and well that's a law that no cop ever enforces.
Nope.
No.
No, well, not unless he, is like, well, I could make it go away this fine,
Make it worth
but you
my
know what you gotta
while.
do.
Start sucking perp.
It sounds like half of the porno movies I watched in the 90s.
See, my favorite part about people who live in cities is, for some reason, the fact that somebody lives in a city, it gives very stupid people a license to think they're smart somehow.
Oh, they always do.
I got pulled over by a cop in the middle of winter when I was living in Minneapolis because I avoided an accident, and he wanted to know how I did it. I spun out. It was, all the roads were iced over. I spun out. I did a complete 360, and then I just pulled out of the spin, and then I just went to go keep on driving. And the cop pulled me over, and he's like, "How'd you do that?" And like, well, I turned into the fact that where I was, I turned into it, and then I pulled out of it as I slowed down. I didn't apply brakes, and the basic shit that you learn in driver's ed. Guy had never lived in a state like Minnesota with winter conditions.
I don't know how to drive, so I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm mechanically incompetent.
Well, just think of it this way. It'd be essentially, he's a guy from a very warm climate who became a cop, got hired, and moved to Minnesota to enforce and be a police officer, using his cop car, his squad car. And he didn't factor in ice and snow.
Yeah. Well, my favorite was still the story of your stepdad going down to Texas and being told go on because...
Yeah, he got pulled over by state troopers because he was driving in the 1/4 inch of snow on the freeway.
Oh,
Agnes
yeah.
probably can understand. Yeah, he got pulled over. He got pulled over for driving on a 1/4 inch of snow on the freeway in Texas. They had shut everything down because, snow.
And then they heard, "Oh, you're from Minnesota? Just keep going. Keep going."
Has anybody ever seen the episode of Family Guy where Peter and the crew go down to the south and Peter gets pulled over by the cops?
Oh, is that when they go to see
I
Cleveland?
vaguely remember it.
I'm sorry?
Is that when they go to see Cleveland?
No. This was actually a road trip.
Where they?
Cleveland. They ended up in
Weren't they
jail.
in protective custody or witness protection or something like that?
No. They ended up going to jail. Well, anyway.
Oh, I thought.
I asked if you guys had seen that because it's quite relevant to a story. A while back, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine who's from Chicago, and we were hanging out down here in rural Illinois, and he gets pulled over. And I swear, he must have seen that episode of Family Guy too many times because it was like he did exactly what Peter Griffin did. Oh, do you know what small town cops like? They like to be talked down to by us big city people. they like to have everything waved in their face, because that's exactly what he did. As soon as the cop walked up, he rolls down his window. He's like, "What did I do?" And I'm like, "You don't really want to talk to this guy like that." And he's all like, "Ugh, you guys are such a hassle. God, you know what? I never would have been pulled over for this up in Chicago." And I'm just sitting there thinking, keep talking.
Keep talking. You'll be sticking around a while.
Yeah, right.
The whole ticket.
Oh, he got a much larger than average ticket. It was hilarious.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
As soon as the cop walks away, he's like yelling at me. I'm all like, "You probably should have been less of a dick to him."
Yeah, that was pretty fucking embarrassing.
Let's see. Largest ticket I've ever received was in Wisconsin. It was around $1,600 because I got caught speeding about 128 when I had actually done 180 down the freeway in Wisconsin.
Why?
Because I had a V8 engine and I was stupid.
He was in college.
You don't need to say you're stupid. You say a V8 engine. That's all you have to say at that point.
Yeah. I was 22. I had a nice car with a V8 engine and a full tank of gas.
Amazing. I've never actually driven a car in my life, so I have no interesting stories like that. I used the train, and I got stung for train tickets all the time. That's exciting, right?
I've got one tangentially interesting story from my father, who when he was in, my father was in the British Motor Corps and Tank Corps, and he and his buddies souped up an old VW Beetle and the Bug, and they got a nice engine in there, and then they put in it jet fuel and shot it down the Autobahn till they had to abandon said vehicle and run.
Amazing.
So, Omegon, you were saying you like Magic the Gathering. Favorite color combination?
I just stick with black because I'm really fucking dark.
Yeah, you're so edgy, man.
I know,
like
right?
Putting myself right now, hearing you say.
There's a green plain deck. I seem to quite like a balance between enchantments and smaller creatures that I can buffer to be monsters.
Nice. I myself favor the red and the green. I definitely like the mana from the green and the fucking really
the mana
instance
as well, though.
Yeah. I absolutely love the quick surges of power I can get from red instance. You know, like
yeah,
give
plus
this
3 plus
X
1.
Zero.
Yeah.
Okay, well I happen to have 30 mana out. Sure, why not? Let's give him plus 30 for a couple seconds.
Yeah, that's certainly handy. I'll give you that. I used to do a thing with like a zombie deck. I would just get as many zombie tokens as possible.
Yes, I had that very same deck.
Clueless. They'd be so clueless. I'd be like, you do realize I've got like 50 odd zombie tokens here, and I'm just going to attack you because I'm going to win because you can't beat all of it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you've let this happen. You let this happen, you idiots.
Yep. He didn't take out your generate double zombies every turn card. I can't remember what that one was called.
They didn't take out the Rise of the Dark Realms or what's it called? It was a stupid card. You got zombie tokens equal to the number of half the creatures you had on the.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Field.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah, I know which one it is as well, and I had like 2 of them. Oh, I was such a dick with those.
Yeah,
By the way, I just noticed Jack Green. Thank you for the $2. And for those anyone interested, you could subscribe to him because he destroyed me in a response video. Thank you for that, Jack.
Nice.
Token vegan cunt. It's alright. I talked to him on Skype. It's fine. He's okay with that.
Yeah. No. And I've totally lost my point again.
It was the card we were trying to work out. The
Oh yeah. My absolute favorite thing about that card, though, was if you managed to keep their creatures to 1 or 0, it didn't generate any more zombies. But if you couldn't take out the enchantment, it was definitely try and keep his creatures down. Which my buddy Brian actually figured out a really, really wicked exploit to that, and it really started to piss me off after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, there were some decent buffs on like Death Baron or Order, I think it was. Some of those cards are pretty good.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Right.
Oh no, I was just saying that I actually figured out a cool little exploit between two zombies. It was the carrion feeder and I can't remember his name, but he was the guy who you could bring back at any point just by paying 1 black. Having those two guys out, I could just keep paying mana to feed the rising zombie to the carrion crawler and put insanely high amounts of +1/+1 counters on him. I mean, he could be a 10/10 within freaking 2-3 turns.
I stopped playing Magic after they they released the Sliver series, where it was like the creatures that were called slivers. That was when I quit playing. But I started playing Magic back in 2nd edition. I played it for quite a while.
Whenever I played my my black deck, and every time we ended up calling this card Herpes. It was the most ridiculous, stupid card. It was just a black cat, but every time I had it, it always ended up being back in my hand within 2 turns. Bloody clue how it happened.
Oh yeah, the black cat.
We called it Herpes.
Yeah,
Just makes sense.
I actually really got a kick out of the Return to Ravnica deck, or the pardon my stutter, but the Return to Ravnica series, because they had this cool mechanic where if you got so many of a various type of land out, you would just automatically win the game. And searching for those gates was some of the most fun strategic planning I've done in Magic. It was great.
There was some pretty nice monster cards like Mikhail or is it Grave Titan? Those are pretty good.
I think the Grave Titan came before Return to Ravnica, but that was a great card. Every time it attacks, you get 2 zombies.
Yeah, two zombies. Yeah, I'm still trying to think of what that bloody card was, because it's doing my head in now.
And much like most of the audience, I have to say, much like most of the audience, I have absolutely no fucking clue what you guys are going on about.
To the audience,
I'm just sitting here, and some of the audience in the chat does not know anything about this.
Yeah, they're just screaming nerds at us now.
We deserve it. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
But
I would apologize more, but I don't care enough.
Yeah, that's actually my fault. I despise Dead Air, and you had said something about Magic, and I was like, ooh, something to chat about.
Actually, no, Omegon, it's not that you don't care enough, it's you would apologize, but you're not Canadian enough.
Yes.
Very true.
Or he hasn't had enough tea today.
I've only had a can of Monster, and it was a terrible can of Monster. It was the one called Assault.
Monster.
Any can of Monster is a terrible can of Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like the shittiest brand of energy drink you can find on the market.
I remember when Red Bull was new.
Old. It's okay here. We're okay with it.
I actually never got into. Well, I actually never got into energy drinks. I always favored coffee. I love coffee.
I can't really drink energy drinks. Coffee's about the most caffeine I can handle. If I drink too much...
I have a new coffee grinder, but I just can't be bothered to actually use it right now.
If I
fucking lazy.
If I use if I drink, something like a Monster would probably put me in the hospital because I have a arrhythmic heartbeat. So caffeine really fucks with my my heartbeat.
See, I actually prefer the taste of coffee to the energy drinks, but I've actually had, like the caffeine addict I am, I have slowly had to increase the amount of caffeine I take in over the years to compensate for my tolerance. No joke, back when I was living in New York, there was this corner bistro, and what I would do is I would get my morning large coffee, and it would be the energy blend of coffee. I'm not sure what special stuff they do to it, but there's more caffeine in it. And then on top of that, I would have them add 2 espresso shots because I need some caffeine.
That's why the only energy drink I drink is the one Starbucks makes, where it's like, it's not really even technically an energy drink because it's just a drink with like extra espresso shots thrown in.
Yeah.
What's the drink that's everyone's been showing pictures of, the multicolored one on Twitter?
Oh,
Oh,
the
fuck.
unicorn
The unicorn one?
The unicorn piss, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, Marty, it's called Endless Ranks of the Dead. I just remembered
There
it.
it is. There it is. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Drove me insane. Yeah, that multicolored drink. I don't know what it is, and we have a Starbucks in this town, and I'm considering trying it out.
It can't hurt.
Yeah, I don't mind getting diabetes.
It can't help either.
Yeah, true.
Although
But what
probably-
really can help? I love to smoke. So how is that going to help?
Yeah, I love to smoke too. That's my problem.
We have a lot of people in this town that love to smoke and then go to the vape store because they're all disgusting, douchey hipsters.
You just got a $10 donation from the Andriol. They did not post a comment though.
Oh, dude, I haven't spoken to you in ages.
He likes Germany and Norway.
Mm.
That's the Norwegian flag.
He did a lot of content around the time I started, I think, and certainly think he was involved in Gamergate.
Really?
I believe he was because we spoke a few times. He's a cool guy. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, I actually came out. I actually joined this community after Gamergate. Actually, yeah. I will. Yes, I will forever be thankful to Nick for giving me that slow, ominous community, because it just
community.
Yeah, it just sums up exactly how this group of people view the word community. Like, they'll still say it, but it's community. You know, it's the word that shall not be used.
It's like it's the word that shall not be named. Yeah, it's pretty cancerous.
It really is.
To a lot of people, I've noticed they hear the word community and they just start to shrivel up.
I'm quite glad that
if you say it 3 times, Jeff Holiday appears or something.
Yeah. If you say it three times, Jeff Holiday will show up and kick your ass. But one of the funniest things I was ever a part of was me, Base Mama, and a few other people. We were all on stream, and Irate Bear was there, and he said community a few times, and I said, hey, you watch yourself, otherwise Jeff Holiday will show up and kick your ass. And like, no joke, like 2 to 3 minutes later, Jeff Holiday jumps in. He's like, all right, who said community? And so I do absolutely love that Jeff has embraced that meme.
Well, it's much like with Yobi and Yobi.
Yobi.
Yobi it's MGTOW, and with Jay the Magic Robot, it was talk about taxation is theft. Those were the other two I remember, where if you say it too much, they show up.
Yeah, taxation is theft, but it's the kind of theft we need. So I'm very libertarian. I'm just not that far libertarian.
Yobi, Yobi does not like. He does not like MGTOW, does he? He keeps asking me to do videos on MGTOW. And I'm like, every time something. I had considered doing videos on certain MGTOWs last year, but then the whole BLM in the UK thing came up, and yeah, that was way more interesting.
BLM better. Yeah. Well, it's also the fact of Yobi does now hate Antifa. So he has 2 things he hates.
Yeah. Well, the thing about MGTOW is nobody cares about MGTOW except MGTOW.
Very
like, that's
true.
the problem. Like, I keep trying to tell Yobi this, and Yobi's like sparked a one dog crusade against MGTOW, and it's like, nobody fucking cares about MGTOW, dude. Like,
you're actually bringing more attention to them than they deserve.
Well, but that's the thing. Even some MGTOWs like me don't really give a fuck about it. It's just a thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I don't want to say anything bad about Yobi, because when we're not talking about MGTOW, he actually is good to chat with about wrestling. So I do enjoy Yobi's company. But
hey, wait, wrestling? Tell me more. Talk to me.
Oh, I actually just restarted my WWE Network account because I am that kind
of wrestling.
Oh, have you heard how the WWE is Illuminati controlled?
Oh, that was great. That was so cancerous.
Oh God!
Yeah, I heard about that.
Kronka's reaction. Kronka just losing it, going.
I grew up in wrestling. I was so happy to hear it get more popular again. I was so happy.
Yes.
Yeah, they got some problems though. They need to market better if they stay in them.
Yeah, the thing about my relationship with WWE is that is it came and went.
Yeah, I did 2 of these.
Like, yeah, I mean, I was really
came and went.
Yeah, I was really big into it when I was a little kid, like in the 80s. And then I really got back into it during the Attitude Era, and then I kind of lost interest when, right about the time of the invasion, and then Daniel Bryan and all that stuff brought me back in about 2014.
Oh, right. Okay. I was introduced in 1990. I had toothache, and my dad just got Sky. He was flicking through channels, and I was watching this guy in a white suit with the bright red face and a massive pair of glasses. Walk the Undertaker down to the ring.
Nice.
I was like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen, but this is so funny at the same time. And I watched it until my parents broke up, and then a few years later, I started watching it during the Attitude Era, and that stuff was amazing, and it was brilliant. And then I fell off again when I went to college and uni, and then went back, and there was like John Cena getting all like, was it "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks," which is just the best chant ever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And that's become more realistic now because not just because kayfabe it's not really a thing anymore, but also because there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff being shown, and all that stuff that's being shown is
it
shows politics, which is
it's freaking amazing. Probably the best thing that happened for wrestling over the past 20 years was the death of kayfabe, because people, we still more or less suspend our disbelief of reality for the show, but we can still enjoy it as the show that it is, and since we're aware that it's scripted, we're not taken aback by some of the more ridiculous stuff that they script. Like, I love the Demon King.
You're being triggered, by the way.
Like,
all I know about WWE is the snap into a Slim Jim guy.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Hulk Hogan and Cena. That's about it.
Yeah.
Cena's done some amazing. I mean, you got to think here. Most of the faces of the company have lasted maybe 5 to 6 years. He's gone a decade.
Yeah, and he has been at the top that entire time. Like, I mean, he's actually been at the top,
hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rock on WWE too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah. Not only has he tied Ric Flair's world title record, he started that run in his early 20s. I mean, and he's actually stayed on top longer even than Hulk Hogan did. I mean, sure, he came back for his boost during the dream match at WrestleMania with The Rock, but he kind of really just died off again after that. But John Cena consistently for over a decade has just been. Are you laughing at Yobi?
Yes. I'm sorry, Yobi. I'm so sorry, but no.
Yeah, we'll move on from wrestling hopefully shortly, since everyone else is just kind of scratching.
I'm gonna have to go to bed soon, so it might be an idea to sort of like if you guys would like to show your channels, then end if that's good. That's okay.
Yes, sure. Good. Why not? I will show myself since I'm the smallest person here, but Magnus doesn't do content. I am Marty Asphelius. You can call me Marty. I do a wide range of videos commenting on history versus modern events. If that sounds like your thing, or if you just want some stream cancer, I typically have a Tuesday stream that's just the worst shit show on earth. You should definitely stop by.
I will link everyone's channels below after this stream because I need to go and get the links.
Oh, and everyone make sure to sub to Igor's channel. He does have his own channel.
I will link Igor as well.
Never do content.
You'll have to do more now.
Put the effort in.
Well, at least, at some point, I think I need to start doing a little more content. I've been kind of lazy about that.
Some streams are going on your channel because I used to have fun with those.
Yeah, I need to do more of those.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're done here then. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. Fuck off.
Bye.